Good morning, my News Midday TV family. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning, and I'm wishing for everyone a wonderful and a productive day. And in the news this morning for March 2, 2024, house set on fire after police rescue murder suspect in Manchester. Firefighters had to be called to extinguish a blaze at a house in Cashatown, Albion, Manchester on Friday, 1 hour after police and the soldiers rescued a man accused of murder from the dwelling. The strong contingent of police and the soldiers had left the community after rescuing the suspect. Preliminary reports are that around 7 p.m., smoke was seen coming from a section of the two-bedroom unfinished house. The fire brigade was alerted and one unit responded. Several items including a bed were destroyed. Earlier on Friday, the security forces rescued the suspect after he barricaded himself inside the house from a mob. He is accused of inflicting wounds on a man during a dispute in the community. The man, identified by residents and relatives as Javon Jackson, died. Earlier, crime officer for Manchester Deputy Superintendent Dennis Simpson said the man was removed from a house where he had barricaded himself.
Yes, DSP Simpson, crime officer Manchester. Earlier today, there was a stabbing incident in this community where one man succumbed. Another citizen who is accused as the suspect. He was attacked by angry residents here today, hence the police were called in, and we successfully extracted him a short while ago. He himself was injured and is on way to a medical facility for treatment. Investigation continues in this matter.
You were only able to do that after you had to call for some backup because they had blocked the roads in protest?
Yes, in a bid to exact justice to this individual. They blocked the road. We came in, we appealed to them. They cooperated to some extent, and we were able to safely extract this suspect.
3 hospitalized after Temple Hall crashes. Emergency responders were summoned to 2 crash sites along the Temple Hall Main Road in St. Andrew on Friday, as at least 3 persons were left nursing serious injuries. The busy thoroughfare, which connects St. Andrew and St. Mary, has recorded at least 4 accidents in the past 3 weeks. In the latest incidents, the Stony Hill Fire Station and the police were called shortly after midnight on Thursday night to rescue the occupants trapped in a mangled Toyota Probox. That vehicle had crashed head-on with another Toyota Probox, the latter driven by security guards from King Alarm. A man and a woman were assisted to hospital. Following that incident and before a change in shift and emergency personnel, the police were again called to the scene of an accident further along the roadway after a vehicle driven by a female motorist reportedly crashed into a truck and overturned. The news understands that the woman was rushed to a corporate area-based hospital for treatment. On Sunday, February 4, about 11 a.m., another female motorist reportedly lost control of a vehicle which landed in a riverbed along the Temple Hall Main Road. She was rescued by a team from the Stony Hill Fire Station and other motorists passing by. I don't know how she ended up over there. The accident was puzzling. She was traveling by herself. A lot of motorists underestimate this road. People have to take time and drive day or night, a resident told the news. It was also disclosed that just days before that crash, another female motorist escaped with her life after she was pulled from her disabled vehicle, which had crashed into an embankment along the very same roadway. The lady crashed and another woman stopped and assisted her out of the car, and by the time they walked away some meters, the car burst into flames. The woman was so thankful that she was pulled from the car, or else she would have burned inside the vehicle, a resident of the area said. The burnt shell of the vehicle was left along the roadway for several days before it was removed. In its latest report, which was released on Friday, the Island Traffic Authority said road fatalities have decreased by 21% year-on-year, a difference of 17 fatalities when compared to the corresponding period in 2023. As of March 1, 2024, 63 lives have been lost to road crashes, resulting from 55 fatal collisions, it reported. The Road Safety Unit in the ITA is calling for a change in road user behavior in 2024 to achieve a further decline in road crashes and fatalities. In 2023, Jamaica recorded 425 road fatalities, resulting from 384 fatal collisions. The fatalities represent an 18% decline from 2022, while fatal collisions saw a 15% reduction. The parishes of Westmoreland, St. Catherine, and St. Andrew accounted for the highest number of fatalities last year, with the males accounting for 88% of the victims. The Road Safety Unit said motorcyclists, pedestrians, and the private motor vehicle drivers were the road users categories with the highest number of road fatalities in 2023. Road users must ensure they cut out distractions, cut out all unnecessary actions that could lead to a crash or a fatality, and think about their loved ones who they want to go home to. It is also very important that they learn the road code and abide by it, the agency said in a release. JLP shocked by 11-2 PNP blowout in Westmoreland. While the ruling Jamaica Labour Party won all 3 constituencies in Westmoreland in the 2020 general election, the People's National Party turned the tables in Monday's local government elections, grabbing 11 of 14 electoral divisions in the parish. Kevin Murray, who polled 992 votes for the JLP, in losing against the PNP's Joan Bahadur 1,198 in the Friendship Division, said the result was an ultimate vote against the ruling party in Westmoreland. He told the news that JLP supporters told him that Monday's vote was not directed at him, but rather at the party and at Morland Wilson, the party's first-term Westmoreland Western Member of Parliament. I'm going to use the coming days to reflect on it, but what I can say is that I have gotten several phone calls encouraging me not to give up and to stay on, because according to them, I was not the loser, Morris said. The people in the division did not vote against me. They voted against the party, and they said they voted against the MP. That was a signal to the party and a signal to the Member of Parliament, he told the news. Bahadur had only entered the political arena 2 weeks before the elections were called, following the sudden death of hotelier Maxine Salaby, who at the time had recently replaced Tyrone Guthrie, who the party pulled when he was arrested and charged with the rape and abduction of a 16-year-old girl. I'm surprised I didn't win the seat because I thought I had done enough to come over the line, Morris said, adding that he enjoyed a great relationship with the people of the division. The opponents did their work. They came in and mobilized their people, and it was good enough for them to win. And they didn't win small either. That's the part that was also shocking, Murray noted. Ian Miles, who managed the local government process for the JLP in the parish, said losing the Friendship Division was a shock to him and the wider party. In terms of losses, I was pretty much surprised by Friendship. That is the one for me, and Greenchill, if I am going to list them in terms of priority. Savannah Lamar would be third and Frome fourth, Miles said when asked about which results were unexpected. Murray, he explained, has done a lot of work there, and that he lived in that area while Bahadur had just entered the political arena. Nobody would bet against Kevin Murray, but elections these days are very funny. It's not something that you can now put your finger on and say yes, he can't lose or he must win. That's not how it operates these days, said Miles, the former deputy mayor of Savannah Lamar, who switched the political allegiance from the PNP to the JLP last year. In Grange Hill, the JLP's Basil Thompson pointed to allegations of vote buying and the disgruntled Labourites who cost him the election. A lot of disgruntled Labourites and disgruntled people that were supporting me. When I went to talk to them to come out to vote, they weren't feeling too good about voting and did not vote, Thompson told the news. There are a lot of people who think the government should be doing much more for them personally, such as getting a farm work program card, among other concerns, the twice-defeated JLP candidate explained, adding that some believed they should have been given care packages. Forecasting his political aspirations, Thompson is now in a reflective mood as he ponders his next move. It's solely going to be depending on what the workers of the Jamaica Labour Party in my division decide. If they say I should, I will stay and run again, and if they say I should not, then I will not, he added. Rudolph Uter, the JLP incumbent in the Frome division, lost to the PNP's Leighton Lewis, who is also the shadow spokesman on youth development, and Lee Simpson, the JLP's candidate in the Savannah Lamar division, lost to businesswoman Julian Chang of the PNP. 2 cops implicated in St. Ann fatal shooting remanded. A judge is to decide next week whether to grant a bail to 2 of the 3 policemen implicated in the fatal shooting of a man inside a mother's fast food restaurant in St. Ann in January. During Friday's bail hearing before the St. Ann's Bay Parish Court, defense attorneys for 2 of the cops, Constables Humane Ramsey and Marcelo Carr, urged the senior parish judge to offer them bail. Initially, the judge, Michelle Salmon, had offered the bail to Constable Carr, but later withdrew the offer after she was presented with 2 videos by the prosecution, which strongly opposed the bail. The judge said she wanted to review all the videos before delivering her decision regarding bail. The matter continues on March 5. Constables Ramsey and Carr were charged last month following an investigation into the fatal shooting of 30-year-old Kaji Sims, who was shot dead inside the restaurant on January 27. The third cop, Jamal Scott, was offered bail in the sum of $500,000 when he appeared in court last month. 5 civilians charged in the case with the offense of misprision of felony have been released on bond. The 8 accused were charged following the fatal shooting of Mr. Sims during a brawl involving 2 groups of men at the fast food restaurant. The Director of Public Prosecutions recently ruled that additional charges should be laid against the Constables Ramsey and Carr. Constable Ramsey has been charged with manslaughter and professing that he had a service pistol in his possession when the victim, Sims, was shot inside the restaurant. Prosecutors accused him of failing to de-escalate the dispute inside the restaurant prior to Sims being fatally shot. Constable Carr has been slapped with additional charges of fraudulent use of license plate and attempting to pervert the course of justice. Prosecutors accused him of removing and hiding the license plates of the getaway vehicle following the shooting.